Though idea of having one single keyboard to rule them all sounds very, very, very good. In my head, it's just not working. Hello! So idea is you have one keyboard and you just switch between several different devices with just those little gray painted buttons. Like for example, you have your Mac here, you have your PC here, you have your whatever washing machine here, and you can just control them with one single keyboard. But Logitech K380, it is white, it has round keys. Yes, you have eyes as well, and it's probably one of the most definitive features of this keyboard. Well, minus the white part, the round keys part is just, I don't know, I think it's not working. It makes typing experience worse than it should be. Those keys on your Mac, on your Surface or whatever, any other keyboards, they are square shaped for a reason. And the reason is you just get more real estate and you just have more of a real estate to hit. Typing on a regular square keyed keyboard is just faster experience because you don't have to hit the key right in the dead center. When I type on those round keys, sometimes I just don't need to hit it straight in the middle. I just hit a little corner here, a little corner here, a little corner here, and it makes typing experience just faster. But here at this point I have to hit the key right in the dead center of it. Just hitting it here will not work. When this little corner used to be, when I would hit this little corner, it's just not there, and I have to reach farther, and all those things just, I don't know, on a regular keyboard save you more of time. This keyboard is paired via Bluetooth, and there are no dongles in the box or anything like that. And I paired this thing with Windows and with Mac. With Windows, of course, I need a dongle. I just bought some random cheap-ass dongle. And with Windows, which is funny, it works totally fine. But when I try to connect it to Mac, it just disconnects every once in a while. It just loses connection, and I have to randomly hit those buttons to somehow make it working again. And on the screen there's some kind of like space typing thing going on. It's kind of annoying, and it's funny that it only happens with the Mac. And now I'm getting to the point of why I think the whole idea of having one single keyboard for everything is just, I don't know, not working. It probably may work with, for example, you have a Mac, you have a iMac, you have, I don't know, Mac Studio, whatever. Idea is you have one single platform and it's totally fine. I don't know, I don't even know at this point. It's saying start probably for Windows, it's here, but command for Mac is here. I tried to switch them a little bit, but still weird. And in the Mac layout, function key is here. But on this keyboard, control is here, and Mac control and function keys are switched. Anyway, I'm trying to say that the layout is weird. How I do this on a Mac, I don't know, shift, option, and I just control my brightness at this point here. Shift option, and brightness up, brightness down. So I just control this precisely the way I want. Here, I just cannot do this thing. Maybe I can, but I'm trying to say that the layout is different and it's already not the way I'm used to. If I switch from here, from my actual Mac to here, I cannot. Layout is different. It's confusing. I'm hitting wrong buttons and it's annoying to use. At this point, it just feels that keys somehow change their function all the fucking time. And it's so damn annoying. And let alone Windows, different platforms. Again, Mac, Windows, completely different layout. Function keys are different. Here you have Windows, here you have command key on a Mac. And yeah, it's a mess. But what it makes it worse, think about it. If you have a different keyboards, if you have a completely different computer, for example, you have this small, beautiful piece of tech. Oh my god, it's my favorite. You have your Mac, you take it with you, I don't know, to school, to work, whatever. You have this particular layout. When you come back home, you have your PC with entirely different keyboard. Here's one, here's another. And your brain is totally fine adjusting to such change. It sees different keyboard, it's totally fine adjusting to different layout. You know where is what. You know where's what here, you know where's what there. Your brain kind of switching between those. But in the case of having one single keyboard, it's becoming, I don't know, some kind of mental gymnastics, if you ask me. For me, it's just not working. I don't know, it's just not working. My brain thinks it's the same keyboard, then layout should be the same. I switch to Windows, I'm trying to hit this fucking command key, it's not working. Of course, I need to hit another key. And the same idea with Mac, I switch to Mac, I want to hit this command key when I used to be, but it's Windows key. And of course, Control, just using hotkeys becomes such a mess for me. Having several layouts tied to the same keyboard, and they even different from native layouts. And if you switch between different platforms because your brain thinks it's still the same physical keyboard, it still has the same feeling, then layout should be the same, and you're still trying to use different hotkeys for another system, and it just becomes a complete mess in your head. So at this point, I don't know, probably no. If you ask me if I would recommend buying this thing, then probably no. In my head, it's just not working. I think it makes sense to have separate keyboards for at least separate platforms, so your brain just switches between them, and of course you still have your native, not messed up layouts. So to sum it up, minus losing connection part with my Mac for some reason. First one, round keys, less real estate, no corners, no little corners to hit with your finger, slower typing experience. Next one, different layout, even in the terms of the same system. Can control, can adjust brightness, can adjust volume precisely, different hotkeys, different layout, different learning curve. And the third thing, the same keyboard for different platforms just doesn't work because your brain thinks it is still the same keyboard, so it should be having the same keys, the same layout, but it's not, and you keep hitting keys wrong. So my advice is just get a couple of keyboards and do some tactical reload. You switch to macOS, you get your Apple keyboard with native Apple layout. You get to Windows, you get keyboard with Windows native layout. That's about it. Thank you for watching.